Hi. All right.
Get out the way. Who got a watch? Who got the time? I'm racing the clock. Even in my feelings, grind don't stop. Got big dreams.
Hey, my juicy fruits. This is Sweet Juicy. So in today's video, I'm just gonna be behind the scenes doing the things that I do. So I just thought I'd bring you all along. So if you're interested in this kind of a video, thumbs up, stay tuned, and let's go. So this is the salon I work in, and so I also clean up the salon. And then here, after I get through cleaning up, I'll go in here and change clothes and get ready for the day. So this is just how we do it. We do what we gotta do to do what we gotta do to make it do what it needs to do. You understand me? Okay, so y'all just hang on out with Sweets, and I'll tap in as we go.
Yeah, I'ma make you pay for it on my time. Order in the court. Me first, you short. On my time, been off yours. Boss bitches to the floor. It's my time. You was for you, I was for us. You do the math, shit don't add up. Even on my worst day, down on my luck. I got the sauce, I'ma always come up. I tried it your way, that was a dub. I'm taking the wheel now, cause I trust me. I'ma go get these millions, hold still hoping and wishing. You always had me waiting, and I'm about fresh out of patience. This time we switching positions. Now you under my submission, like woo. My rules, big moves. Y'all heavy on the tweeting, I'll disappear a whole season, like woo. Who said they looking for me? I'ma make you wait for it. Spend a few racks on a shopping spree. Yeah, I'ma make you pay for it. Tell them give it to me when I want it, please. Wait till I leg for it. Count down for me. 5, 4, 3, 2. I want. I'ma make you wait for it. On my time. Yeah, I'ma make you pay for it. On my time. Order in the court. Me first, you short. On my time, been off yours. Boss bitches to the floor. Ooh, it's my time.
Sweet Juicy in the building. Yeah. Oak Cliff's finest birthday vibing. What? 54, but I'm stunting like 34. Got 'em wondering what's my secret in store. Hair game, proper lips, got that sparkle shine. All my clients know I keep it divine. In my two-piece fit, yeah, I'm laid and blessed. Southside Dallas, yeah, I'm self-expressed. Got these hands that turn heads to masterpieces. My reputation in these streets increases. They call me Sweet Juicy. What? Sweet mama make 'em lose it. Ay. Sweet thing, that's my name. Got 3 names, but the game stays the same. Switch it up, but I'm always me. Sweet Juicy, that's my destiny. Birthday bad bitch, age just a number here. Got these young ones asking about my skincare. Savage fit, got me moving different. My style stay fresh, my cuts stay efficient. Running my salon like a boss should do. Making queens feel royal, that's just what I do. Every client in my check is transformed. My reputation been thoroughly informed. They call me Sweet Juicy. Sweet mama make 'em lose it. Ay. Sweet, sweet, sweet baby. Watch me work, watch me slay. Sweet, sweet, sweet baby. Making magic every day. In my zone, in my place. Outside queen, setting pace. Anniversary of my birth, I'm blessed up. Still got these folks stressed up. Edgy with the fits, flirty with the stance. Got these folks thinking I'm giving second chance to Father Time, but I'm just being me. Sweet Juicy, that's all they need to see. They call me Sweet Juicy.
about my camera. I got the DJI Osmo Pocket 4. So we're gonna just do an unboxing. I'm gonna try to get kind of familiar with this. We have the mini rod, the extension rod, and I have the microphone. So initially I wanted the Pocket 3, like, you know, like everybody else. That's what I wanted since this time last year when I first saw someone using it. So anyway, fast forward 1 year, I did have the option. I was able to get the Pocket 3, but somehow I just chose this. So this is what it is, and we're gonna rock with it. So this is the DJI, is the DJI Osmo 4. This actually just looks like a camera, whereas the Pocket 3 is so cute and compact and has so many cute girly accessories that you can use with it. But this right here is an action camera, so I'm just gonna make it be a camera for vlogging and doing what I wanted to do. So I watched multiple videos on everything, and I ordered everything from Amazon. So I'll have everything linked in the description box, and I'm just gonna try to use this. Y'all will make it work for me. So I'm going to be just watching this video, and then I'll keep tapping in to see what's going on. This say DJI Osmo Action for a complete beginner's guide and best settings. So we're just gonna trust him. I don't watch so many videos. We're just gonna trust this one. And the same thing happened when I got ready to buy this. I had watched so many others that I should have used others people's links, but I was it was late. I was so sleepy one day. I've been having this camera for 1 week, and I was so sleepy that I was like, let me just hurry up and get one, you know. So I got whatever the last video I looked at, I just went there and got it. But it wasn't the best deal, and that's how it be. Even though I waited so long to get this, I still didn't get, get everything. I mean, I didn't get the package that I should have got. You know, all these separate. These came together. These two came together from Amazon in a package, and then I bought this separately. But I could have got all this together, I think. And then someone blessed me. One of my subscribers blessed me with this. It was like a mix up and some mailing, and it came to me, and so she blessed me with this. And so this is the card reader, and this is the Extreme Pro what do you call these things, Sam's card or something like that. I don't even know, because I don't even use this kind of stuff. Y'all know what it is. And so when I was watching some of the videos, they were saying this is the kind you should use. And it's got the 256 gigabytes. So we got everything we need. And the card reader for all this. So I guess they'll show me how to use this. So we're gonna unbox it. And I did open this up though. I did open up the microphone, but we'll get back to that. Let's just open this camera finally after 100 years.
Yes?
Well, it seemed like 100 years, y'all. Let me find something to open it with. 1 second. So we got it open. Well, I thought we had it open. And this right here, this is a real beginner box opening. So it's like I'm not about to teach y'all anything about the camera, because I don't know anything. So this is what you call real beginner. I'm gonna be walking along with the video, trying to see what to do. And I've been having, like I said, I've been having this camera for 1 week, but it's like I feel a little intimidated with it. And I know I have to get off of the phone to do everything, you know. Oh, look at the camera, it's so little. This looks like a toy. So little. So I'm not gonna be giving specifics, specific specifications. Just unboxing it. So here's the camera. I think this is gonna be the case that it goes in. It's real little. Y'all see how big? Let me show you. Palm of my hand. So you see how little that is? Just to give you an idea. It's heavy duty. Oh y'all, I can't even get it out. Okay, this is the cord, the USB-C cord. And I think it's something, y'all. I'm gonna have to get my glasses. Y'all, I might not even do this, y'all, because I'm gonna have to get my glasses and read, unless we just follow all the way along. So we got all kind of instructions and stuff to help us, warnings and all this. And a fun fact about this camera is it's waterproof. So when I'm at the gym, if I wanted to hold this camera down under the water, but we don't need to see that, right? But if I did want to hold it down, and I might just do that just to show that it's waterproof. But we'll make sure I have on a shorts outfit that day, if we do. Okay, so we got everything out of here. What is this? Something else. Okay, this is the barcode, something I probably need to do something with. I guess that's it, y'all. So this, the camera housing, this right here, and this. So we're gonna see what all of this is, and not by reading instructions, but by watching him do it.
My hand. It's incredible how much they fit in here. If you look at the back of the package, these are all the items that are contained within it. So props to DJI for that great packaging. So to open the package, first thing we gotta do is get the shrink wrap off. I wanna gently get under a seam of the plastic here.
Check this out. I'm gonna show you how I afford
Commercial. So I'll be opening this while we. Okay, this is the little shutter that comes in. This is one battery. And see, the one I initially wanted, I wanted the one that had the case with the 3 batteries in there. So these are all the things. This is the housing for the camera. Like some protection. I think this is gonna be how you can mount it on this piece. And this is by far not a professional unboxing. I'm just doing the best I can, y'all. I know I'm gonna have to use the phone to do some things with, so I'm not gonna be able to keep y'all on here. So this is just all the things. This is the battery, and we're gonna figure out what all these things do. So this video is not to follow along. What is this? I'm about to leave something. Oh, this is like something for the lens that I almost didn't have. Girl. Y'all, this is gonna be a long learning experience. Okay, so let's go back into the video and see what they're doing. Okay, he's getting into the box.
All right, and then we're just gonna pull right here where there's a screen arrow pointing down.
He's doing a thorough box.
We're gonna lift that up and pull this way. DJI kind of takes a cue from Apple with their packaging. I really like that. All right, so we're gonna open it up here, and this of course is tightly wrapped in plastic to protect it.
Okay, let's open the camera.
And this plastic is just stuck down. You don't have to cut it. Open it up here and slide it out. Kind of like their packaging. They use this plastic a little better than that adhesive that they would wrap the camera around with. So that is also a nice design element. And when we open it up, there's of course going to be the plastic right here. And it mentions tighten the lens protective cover before taking in water. We'll talk about that a little bit later. So I'm going to set the actual camera aside so we can look at the accessories here.
It has a front, and a back screen.
In the accessories box, we have a couple different things. And by the way, this is just the standard combo, so there's nothing extra or special with this.
That's what I got.
This is just what you get with the $399 standard combo. So first thing in here is going to be this USB-C cable right here. And in addition, the thumb screw is also in here.
thumb screw.
DJI finds a really good job of fitting a lot of components into a very tiny space.
Yes, because all this is in here.
This very small packaging. So this is our thumb screw right here, and we'll talk about that in a little bit as well. But you actually don't need this thumb screw unless you're mounting the Action 4 to some type of mount that requires it.
We don't need this yet.
In addition, you've got the USB-C to USB-C cable. And we've also got the case right here with a few more goodies inside.
We got the case.
Alright, so in here we have a lens hood that DJI has included. That lens hood is not something they included with the last one. Let's take a look at that. It does mention the camera is not waterproof when used with the Osmo Action lens hood. And we of course also have the battery down here. Let's get the battery out. We're going to need that in a moment.
Let's get the battery out.
And if you own the DJI Osmo Action 3, the battery from the 3 will also work in the 4. This battery, I believe, has the same amount of milliamp hours as the battery in the 3. That's correct. It has 1770 milliamp hours. You can see that right there. And DJI's claims of battery life with the Action 4 are the same as the 3. About 160 minutes if you're using it in the 1080p,
160 minutes.
24 or 30 frames per second.
Stores.
Of course, most are not going to use it in that. Your battery life isn't going to nearly be that when you're using it in 4K.
Okay, what is this?
We also have an adhesive mount here.
An adhesive mount.
So this one has a little bit of a curve to it. So this would mount on specific surfaces where there's a slight curve. So it wouldn't work for all surfaces. I don't recommend putting it on a car or something like that. I would not trust it to hold my camera. But if it's like on a desk or something like that, it should probably be just fine. And of course, down here we also have the magnetic mount, which DJI was kind of first to design.
Okay,
and it's been one of those accessories that they have stuck with. And the great thing about this is you don't have to have the external cage right here.
Oh, so you don't have to have this to mount
horizontally.
Let's see,
without that. And this is a really strong magnet. It's got good grip there. Just have to make sure it latches into place first. Yeah, the grip is great.
Ooh.
Now, if you do want to do vertical mounting with this, you do have to put it inside the cage. Get this mount off.
Ooh, it's hard to get off, yeah.
So yes, if you want to vertically mount it, you do have to put it inside here. And the mount's going to go right along here where it says DJI. Unfortunately, you can't vertically mount the camera. You have to have it inside the cage for vertical, but for horizontal, you do not need the cage.
Okay, so
pull this off right here. So in order to put the camera in the cage, all you do is lift right here where there's the arrow. And that kind of opens it up. And then what you want to do is you want to make sure the record button symbol here lines up. And what you have to do is you have to put it in from this direction. Push it down in.
What you mean? What you mean?
Snap that into place, and it's in the cage. And then you're able to vertically mount it like that.
And I can do what?
And you of course can horizontally mount it while in the cage also, but you don't have to have the cage for the horizontal mounting. So I'm going to take this back out of the cage and we're going to get started, and we're going to talk a little more about the camera body and where some parts are on that. And I'm going to set all of these accessories aside for now.
Okay, let's take this.
Alright, so the first thing with the camera here, let's start on this side.
Okay, let's take it out. Wait, he going, you're taking it too fast. You're taking it too fast. Let's take this out. Let me see, how do we take it out? We have to be careful. And this one's gonna be a little more durable. I think maybe that's why I chose it. I chose this one, but I really did want the look of the other one. It's just so cute to have that little dainty little thing with the stand and all that. But they said because this one is, I can drop it and do more stuff. It could last better because it's an action camera, as opposed to the Pocket 3 because it's so fragile. But I still like the look of the little bitty camera. Like when I first saw somebody with it, they had the little bitty camera in the store. They were filming their wife, and I was like, oh, that's so cute. But you know, even with this, when I get it all hooked up, I'll still be able to have it like a little camera, kind of, you know, like that. But it won't have that little swivel head, that little robotic head. But I'm gonna make it work, y'all. I'm gonna make it work. So this is what it is. Okay, let's see what he's talking about now.
And that kind of opens it up. And then what you want to do is you want to make sure the record button symbol here lines up.
I already did that.
And what you have to do is you have to. So in order to put the battery in, you're just going to look for the contacts right here. All right, so the first thing with the camera here, let's start on this side.
On the
this right here,
side, we start here.
You just slide that up, push down and slide up.
Slide that
and
up.
that opens up to the battery door and the micro SD card slot.
And
so
the micro SD
in order
slot.
to put the battery in, you're just going to look for the contacts right here, and you're going to line them up with the contacts down in there. So it's going to go in just like this. It's going to click into place, and your battery's in. Next, we're going to put in the micro SD card, and I need to go grab mine here. One moment. And the micro SD card that I own and recommend is the SanDisk Extreme. And it's really important to have the proper micro SD card.
Extreme Pro.
This isn't the only one that'll work well, but I really like SanDisk. They've done a great job in all the action cameras I've used them in, and they haven't let me down. Now 512 gigabyte is quite large. You don't necessarily need one of that size, but I will link to this particular card in the description below in case you want to check it out. I typically recommend having at least 128, but if you're going to do a lot of footage on a long adventure, then 256 is kind of a good minimum. So,
okay, let me get into this thing. Okay, I'm sorry about the camera, y'all. Maybe this is my first time trying to do all this, and I want to use the camera like over the weekend, today or something, just to kind of see what it does, okay? So excuse me for being out of frame and all of that. Let's get back into it.
In order to put your micro SD card in, what you want to do is you want to have the lettering line up toward the inside. And you're going to just gently push this down in.
Wait a minute, show me again.
You can hear that nice click into place. So we're going to put in the micro SD card. And I need to go grab mine here. One moment. And the micro SD card that I own and recommend is the SanDisk Extreme. And it's really important to have the proper micro SD card. This isn't the only one that'll work well, but I really like SanDisk. They've done a great job in all the action cameras I've used them in, and they haven't let me down. Now 512 gigabyte is quite large. You don't necessarily need one of that size, but I will link to this particular card in the description below in case you want to check it out. I typically recommend having at least 128, but if you're going to do a lot of footage on a long adventure, then 256 is kind of a good minimum. So in order to put your micro SD card in, what you want to do is you want to have the lettering line up toward the inside, and you're going to just gently push this down in. You can hear that nice click into place. And then we're just going to shut the door by pushing down, sliding back down. So if you see the red, that means it's not closed all the way. So if you see that, push it down, listen for that nice strong click, and then you know your battery door is closed and your camera is waterproof. So as I mentioned before, this is what the bottom looks like, and that's where you connect the mount. And the good thing about this mount is it only goes one way. If you put it the wrong way, it's going to actually repel. The magnet's going to push back. So to get the magnet on correctly, it's going to basically pull itself into place, and then you just have to line it up, and it's going to fit nice and tight. There'll just be a slight little gap where you can see light through there at the top. Going around to the other side, what we have right here is the USB-C slot.
Where is the USB-C
slot?
So
this is going to be where you can charge the camera with the USB-C cable. And something to note about this camera is it does have the quick charge, just like the Osmo Action 3 did. So you can charge the battery on this camera from 0 to 80% in about 18 minutes.
0 to 80%.
It's very fast.
18 minutes.
The remaining 80 to 100%, that remaining 20% there, is going to take a little longer. So a full charge from 0 to 100 is still going to take approximately 45 minutes, as long as you have the USB-C cable connected to a high enough wattage charging device. That's great, especially if you need to charge a battery quick. Maybe you forgot to charge it after your last adventure. So it's really nice for that. This button right here is the power button, and it's also the quick switch button. So if you have it powered on and you want to switch between some of your pre-programmed modes, you're going to push this button. And looking on the top here, this is going to be one of the microphones right here. And this, of course, is your record button right here. And coming around to the front, this is the lens cover right here. And something to note, if you're like me and you had ND filters with your Osmo Action 3, the ND filters will not be compatible with this, unfortunately. This is a slightly different size, but as far as how to remove the lens cover, it is the same type of design. It's threaded, and you just turn it counterclockwise to loosen it, and it'll pop off like that. And then to put it back on, just gonna pop it back on there, turn it clockwise until it's nice and tight. And it is important to note that DJI does say that this camera is not waterproof without the lens cover on. So make sure you have that on here. And while we're here,
I went from $4,700 to $58,000 and case connected.
To my understanding, you have to have this lens on. This is what makes it waterproof. So if I take this off, we're gonna mess up the camera. So this has to be on to make it waterproof. I don't even know if I'm ever gonna use it like that. It's gonna be a while before I get comfortable. So not waterproof with like this, but when you put the lens on, it's waterproof. Amazing. This should have been a whole unboxing by itself right here. So this is the DJI Osmo Action mini extension rod. Let's see what happens right here. How do you do this one? Oh, maybe you don't have to have this. It has the extension. I hope it has the extension. This don't have no extension. I thought this had the extension. Yeah, I thought it had the extension. But at least, I guess if I take this off, it'll clamp right on. Let's see while we on commercial. Let's see what happens with this. Okay, yes. I'm doing too much. And it's on there. Let's see. And the only way, if I wanted to, snap in there, and then I want it to be like, let's see. Like vertical. Yes, vertical. And I'm ready. So it's not all cute like the Osmo Pocket 3. And I have to have the case on. This is what I learned so far. I have to have the case on in order to oh, I thought I had to extend it. This thing don't say extension. It do say extension rod. I guess I don't know how to extend it yet. It says mini extension rod. Okay, if I want to just have it like this, so it's not as cute as the Pocket 3 to me, but it still is dainty and it's not as heavy as my Samsung Galaxy Z Fold. It is got some weight on it, but I don't think it weighs as much. It might weigh the same. So the only way that I can use it vertical is to have the casing on. Let's see how it stands here. We're supposed to be learning about the camera, but you see how people get sidetracked. And so you see how it is? Yes. And I could be in the store like this. I still like my little thing. Okay, it's back on, y'all. It's back on. Pause. I'm finna, let me see. I guess I'll take it off of her. And it just clamps in there so good. Love it. we're gonna have to figure out how to extend this thing. But right now, let's get back to what he's doing. You take the case off. Oh, just pop it on out. Pop your camera out of there. I can't wait to get this on, get the front screen, you know, get it on and off and learn more about it. I'm so excited. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Lord. And thank you to the subscriber who bought me all these things. Oh, look at her, y'all done came on. I wasn't ready for you to come on yet. How do I get it off? Okay, let's just see what's happening. It just got charged. Oh, it's on, it's on. And this is my first camera, so I've been on YouTube for 2 years. I only been doing YouTube with my Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3. That's the fold phone. Like right now, y'all fold it up. It's a big face phone and you fold it. Right now, I'm using this part of the fold, and the fold is bottom where I can. Anyway, this ain't about the phone. So, this is my first camera ever. You know, where some people coming from the Sony phones and all these other things, or even having GoPros and other things. This is my first camera. This DJI Osmo Action camera. So it has the front, look at the back screen and the front screen, so that's different. I got screens 2 ways, and I was like, how am I gonna be seeing on this camera? And it's ready to do stuff, y'all, so I need to be trying to pair my stuff. It's ready for action. So maybe I'm gonna cut y'all off. This is just like my first my first little getting used to this kind of stuff. So thank y'all for watching with me and learning about this with me, and we're gonna just do all the rest of the stuff, line the camera up, because I know I got to do something with an app. I got to do, these kind of cameras work with apps, so I got to do some stuff with the apps and all of that. So I got to use the phone in order to hook everything up and get everything started. And so far so good, y'all. I'm excited and I'm so grateful. Thank you again to the subscriber who blessed me with these items. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. And I hope that I can bring a beautiful content, you know, beautiful content, aesthetically pleasing content all the time using my new camera. Okay, I'll see y'all back using this camera, okay? Thank you for watching.